Lindsay, it is,
My angel.
yeah, this is Lindsay again. It is, whatever date, Sunday, May 18th, 2025. And so I still wanted to talk more about this stuff that happened today at the gym. Because what they do, or about what they do to targeted people. Okay, whenever, obviously, it's like I've talked about before, that they pick on people depending on what kind of problems you have. Like if you have, like with me, you know, my hair loss and issues with that. So they basically tease me about that all the time. And it's like what they'll do is they put certain people in these places that you go, like at a gym, right? And it's basically some kind of illegal medical experimentation that they're doing without the targets, obviously, or without my consent. That is to say that they are doing something where they're using people as unwitting experiments for the government, for medical research and whatnot. And I know that that's a big part of my harassment because they've been doing this stuff to me for so long. And usually because another reason why they're going to target somebody for so many years, not only, number one, because it's money, right? There's insurance money that's out on me, which I haven't found out exactly what that amount is, or who put the insurance policy on me. But that's part of it, is that it's an insurance policy, because every single targeted person out there, they see you as a liability. And so they make sure that, you know, that's why they're always trying to set up these staged accidents and whatnot so that you'll die and that somebody's going to benefit from your demise. And this is all very real. For people who don't believe that would happen, it does happen. And they will also hire for kill. They will hire people to kill you. And that's what I suspect is what had happened to me before I kept calling that narcissist out for what was going on. The one who was this fucking control freak asshole pervert, you know, was doing that, basically using coercive abuse. Because whenever you piss one of these people off and you find out little secrets about them and you figure out their dark secrets, then they go into a rage, and that's when they start punishing you because you figured stuff out about them that they try to keep secret from their public persona, which I could figure this stuff out quite easily with that narcissist government person. He's like one of the main perps that I've been dealing with for the past couple of years, like severe harassment, and it's taken a real decline. It's taken a real impact on my overall health and mental capacity or emotional well-being. And every time I'm trying to do better and feeling better, the motherfucker shows up and starts stalking me and harassing me and pressuring me again. So that also obviously causes a target to either die from the stress or anxiety, or this motherfucker has been paid to kill me or to try to get me to commit suicide. I suspect that my mother or somebody in my family hired him, or probably somebody on that Bob Sussman asshole that my mother was married to. It's connected to that for sure, because it's all connected. I can see that these people that are sent, it's not an accident, you know. So that kind of abuse, and then the fact that they're doing shit at the gym, like these illegal medical experiments on people, whenever they make fun of something about you, like your hair falling out or your body or things that happen to people, is a direct result of the fucking microwave weapon attacks that they do to you, and all the fucking poisoning of your water and food, and then things that they do deliberately to make things like this happen, and then all the stress combined, obviously. So it's horrendous, because they're always trying to make you feel bad and look bad, no matter what. No matter what you do, no matter how good you might feel, they're gonna, or whatever. These motherfuckers, like in my situation at the gym, are always trying to find things about me to make fun of, to try to compare me to other people, to make me feel bad. It's severe discrimination and ageism, and they shouldn't get away with that kind of thing, and they know good and well what they're doing. And if you report this kind of stuff to any kind of corporate headquarters, it's not going to do any good either, because they know good and well they contract these gang stalkers to try to get rid of certain members of the gym, like myself. They've been trying to do that for a long time at Gold's Gym. It doesn't matter what location I go to, if I start going to one regularly and I'm there every day for several months or whatever, then that, of course it starts up big, just like any location I go to. They'll start doing that, and it's more than obvious when they're doing that, because when you're being stalked and surveilled by people keeping tabs on you that work for the government or these private corporations or whoever's private security and shit like that. It's real obvious. They make themselves really obvious. And in my case, my situation, most of the time I have found that, and I talk about this a lot, it seems to be that the majority of the people doing this to me are usually African American or black women and black men, usually, because they'll get, I can tell that they're doing that, and they're real obvious about it. And so it's like, well, okay, so what government agent are you working for? What fucking police department or what? Because it's really obvious. All of these people are obvious about it. But why? You ask yourselves as a targeted individual, why me? The reason is because, number one, like I said, it's an insurance policy that's out on you. It's because of who you are. You're something about your genetics. And it's also because they are using you for some kind of health monitoring or experiments. And this is all illegal. It's all illegal, because if I didn't give consent to anybody, I didn't sign any kind of a form giving anybody permission to use my body as an experiment for their research. Why would I do that if I'm not getting paid? And it's horrendous, because I don't work for the fucking government. I used to, and I don't want to ever fucking work for the government again. I'm not a dog. I'm not their fucking puppet. And all the government wants people to do, if you do work for the fucking government, is like, the reason people keep on working is they work you like a fucking slave or dog, is because they want to get their pension, right? Because basically, if you know about social communism and how the fucking government works, all this social political Zionist bullshit, that's all it is keeping people working like a fucking dog so that these fucking elite dumb fucks can do their shit and exploit people. And you're not a fucking slave to these goddamn people. I'm not. Fuck the fucking government. That's why, also, because I'm a patriot and I speak against the government and their stupid fucking social communist shit. So, of course, they target me and harass me and gang stalk the shit out of me, because I can't stand their fucking bullshit. And I don't watch TV. I research alternative news and watch videos and whatnot, but I don't give a fuck about CNN or Fox News. Fuck that. I don't watch TV. Sometimes I watch local news to find out what's going on around the San Antonio area, but other than that, I don't give a fuck about something. I just don't care. I don't. Why the fuck? What do you want me to do about it? What? I don't fucking care. And then I get bombarded with all these Amber Alerts on my phone constantly at all hours of the day and night, like fucking Amber Alerts. And I suspect that's because my phone is still affiliated with this stupid Q-Link wireless shit, which I'm not with them. I use Mint Mobile, and I've been using Mint Mobile now for over a year. Yet I still get all this crap from Amber. I don't fucking care. What do you want me to do about a fucking Amber Alert? I'm not a fucking cop. I'm not going to go out there looking for some kidnapped, abducted kid. Hello. So and they'll wake me up at 12 o'clock, 12:30, 1 a.m. with this shit. And even if you have your phone ringer all the way down, it's still fucking this loud fucking alarm. And it's like, fucking leave me the fuck alone. That's an invasion of my privacy, That's another example of what they do to targeted people. And then another thing is, like, I've answered, there's a lot of fake targeted people out there. There's a lot of fake targeted individuals. As far as I'm concerned, you're not a real targeted individual unless you've been put on some blacklist, unless you fucking talk about it on videos, show your face, and then you've been given some bogus fucking medical or mental diagnosis. Then maybe I believe that you're a targeted individual. But you other people, whatever. Most of you are not. You're just fucking shills and double agents acting like you are, working for the fucking FBI and fucking CIA. and you're not targeted individuals. I can tell you that much right now. You're just using people to gather information about the people who really are legit targeted individuals. Because I sure as a fuck don't work for the fucking police or the fucking CIA or the fucking FBI. I fucking hate these people. Hate them. I hate the private security arena. I hate the government. I hate their corporate shit. I can't stand any of it. And don't put me... I've had people in the past accusing me of being somebody... No, not. I have in the past worked for the government, for the city of Houston and shit, but I don't work for the fucking government, and I don't want to, and I never would want to. I hate the government. I hate the fucking police. I fucking hate the arrogant shit fucking FBI. I hate these people. And they're the ones who target me every fucking day in public, at the store, at the gym, harassing me. And you can tell by the way they behave because they're very robotic. You know, they're very, they act like robots and like, you know, like they're very mechanical in their behavior. And they don't have any emotion. If they have emotion, it's fake. If they don't show any real empathy and they have a lack of emotions, and they're psychopaths. They're 100% pure psychopaths. And those are the people who are the police and the government, the FBI and this shit, the fucking psychopaths are the ones who they recruit for that shit, who target people like me because I can see through their fucking dumb fucking shit. And then of course they get people who are ex-cons to be, or you know, drug dealers and what not, to snitch on you and to be doing the neighborhood watch crap, targeting me, like, you know, getting ex-cons and drug dealers to surveil me illegally in my house. Go figure, right? Cons and drug addicts and drug dealers are the ones who are doing the dirty work of the fucking narcissistic shit fucks working for the fucking Fusion Center and the police. And all their little fucking pimp whore flying fucking monkey bitches that they send to fuck with me too. And this is all real. What I'm saying is all reality. It's 100% accurate. So the more you ignore these people, the more they pressure you and push you and provoke you, especially in this neighborhood where I am. Like, it's constant shit. Like, every time I walk out the door, there's somebody doing some street theater bullshit or trying to get my attention or trying to cause a fucking car accident or whatever. Constant, 24/7 just about. And that's not normal. That's not a coincidence. That's staged bullshit that they do. And I suspect also that I know that I'm going through identity theft right now, and I do believe that that attorney ad litem who was picked for that probate case is in on, you know, basically maybe stole my identity or something, did something behind my back, as well as that fucking Pamela Ray King, stupid bitch, in that probate case in Kerr County regarding my late father, Alan Baldwin. They completely did me bad, real dirty shit, as far as signing shit without my consent, stealing my inheritance, character assassination, and identity theft. And I'm quite sure now that that's part of what's going on as well. My identity's been stolen, my assets, my everything, and I know that these people are all involved with it, including so-called half-sibling Carter Baldwin, little narcissist Carter Baldwin, and my mother, Kenny Baldwin. They're all involved. Bob Sussman, who's dead, supposedly dead, her dead husband, Bob Sussman. They're all involved with this, and I'm willing to bet money right now that they're all fucking involved with my smear campaign harassment. 100% involved with it, they are. And so, me trying to get legal help for what I'm documenting and trying to speak the truth. Well, I'm not trying. I am speaking the truth. I just get punished and punished more and more and more for exposing all these people for what they're doing. And another reason why I know that there's a life insurance policy out on me, 100% sure, is because when I had broken my hip it was in 2013, and I was living at Kenny's house on Ferndale in Houston for a while, which was, you know, it was a fucking horrible nightmare living with her, the way she was such a bitch. But I was living with her. She had plenty of room in that house. It's not like, you know, she's just so fucking greedy, though. She really is. She was so fucking mean to me when I lived there. horrible, horribly mean to me. Horrible. But she, whenever I had broken my hip, she wanted me dead. She was hoping that I was going to die from that injury and didn't give a shit what happened to me or not, because she basically left me for dead when I called her for help. She's like, oh, you'll be fine. Don't worry about it. I was like, please, I'm dying. Can you please help me? No. I'm busy. I'm calling you. The bitch didn't care that I was on the ground dying in my own apartment, almost dead. Couldn't move because I had just broken my fucking hip, and she didn't give a shit. She was too busy doing something. Just a few blocks away. Couldn't even fucking come in to check on me. So that just, and I had, that just goes to show what a nice mother I have, right? You see how this is? And I had not even seen her or spoken to her. In 2013, it had been like 2 years since I'd even talked to her or seen her until that injury happened. Then all of a sudden, that happened. So we had to I got in contact with her again, only because I broke my hip and I was asking for help, much to her, dismay and such a big inconvenience to Kenny Baldwin, my mother, so, horrible. And of course she was with Bob Sussman. Maybe he had already died at that time. I don't fucking remember. I think he died in 2009. I think he died. I don't fucking remember when that man died. I think it was 2009. But she went to a real bitch rage move after he died. She was just a real fucking bitch. She was all. That's all she cared about, or her Jewish boy. That's all she's ever cared about, are these men she gets involved with, these jackass Jewish men. My entire life, that's all she's ever cared about. It's more important is her status and her Jewish boyfriends, which were all of them assholes, with the exception of Mark Gordon and David Berg was okay, but Bob Sussman was a big fucking pervert asshole. Big time pervert. Just creepy. So he was just creepy. Mean. Had a real mean streak to him that I got to see a lot of that. So, my mother, I'm talking about this just because I get triggered by it all the time, and it helps me to talk about what I went through, because it's very traumatizing. That your own family or mother would do that to her own daughter. It's like I've always asked, what did I do so wrong throughout my life to make her hate me that much? What is it that I did? And obviously the reason is because she doesn't want me to know who my biological father is, because that's some big fucking secret, and she's a fucking bitch. And she treats Carter, little spoiled Carter and his kids, like, it's just horrible the way your parents do. It's like, what the fuck were you thinking having a kid, bitch? I didn't ask you to bring me into this fucked up world. It's been a nightmare my entire life, and I'm not trying to play victim. I'm just saying that everything I do has been sabotage. Everything I try to do has been sabotage. Everything throughout my entire life. Everything. No matter how hard I try, what I do, there's always somebody who fucking interferes or steals my idea, steals my money, does something horrible, and it's always been like that. They have never wanted me to succeed in anything. So it's almost impossible for me, even if I am succeeding in something, somebody has to ruin that. Or I get sick, or something happens, or I get, it's just all these things happen to me, and it's like, if somebody put some kind of, my mother's a fucking witch. She does shit in Mexico. I wouldn't be surprised if she consults with these goddamn fucking Santeria people, just like when I was a child, these fucking Mexican maids would abuse me. My mother's a sick, very mean. As a child, she would traumatize me with these goddamn Mexican maids that were doing fucking witchcraft shit on me as a kid. These people do mean things to people, and nobody understands that this stuff is real. It's real. Because I have gone through it. And so, like I said, I know that there's a life insurance policy out on me, because whenever I broke my hip, this fucking man shows up at that house on Ferndale, 3302 Ferndale in Houston. And he's like, I'm very weak. I'm very vulnerable. I'm in a lot of physical pain, but she's already treating me like I'm incapacitated and dead. Like I can't make up my own mind, and like I'm just a cripple no good who's gonna die because I'm using a fucking walker to walk again because of a broken hip. She's making fun of me about that shit and calling me weak and pathetic and hunchback and all the shit that she would say to me. But this man shows up, and his name was Ferris, Feris. I have his name in my contact list because this is why I know that there's an insurance policy out on me. Because I signed something under duress that she made me sign. That Ferris life insurance. He was with some health marketplace life insurance. She was signing. She got a fucking life insurance policy out on me. I don't know for how much. They won't tell me that. But his name was Fares Faris. He was like Middle Eastern or Lebanese. Abil Abilmona Mona. Faris Abil Mona is his name, and I still have his phone number. I don't know if it's the right number, but I have a phone number 281-491-1200, and this was in Houston back in 2013. So, however much that thing is for, I don't know. But that's another reason they're trying to fucking kill me. And all these weird things happen to me every fucking day. Duh, because there's a fucking life insurance policy out on me from my own fucking mother trying to benefit off my demise. Or they're trying to anytime, who's your benefit? None of your fucking business. If I don't have a beneficiary for whatever, it's my business who I put down for that, if anybody at all. It's not anybody's fucking business. If I want to put a cat down or a fucking animal shelter, I'll do that, but it's not anybody's and that's probably what I would do, is cat shelter for that, as opposed to some fucking person, because I hate people are fucking horrible, most of them. I'd probably put a goddamn cat shelter for that, for my beneficiary when I die, which they can't wait till that happens, because I'm about to fucking die, according to these fucking gang stalkers and government shit fucks trying to kill me. Fuck people, it's like I just don't trust anybody. I don't have any real friends. They're all fake. They come in your life temporarily to use you or get something, and it's all scripted bullshit. Most of these people, especially since I've been here in San Antonio, they're all assholes. They're abusive. They've treated me like a sex object. They've been horribly mean to me, abusing me like psychologically, and it's like very traumatizing because nobody believes me. And it's like it's horrible. It's been a fucking nightmare, and I don't even want to be here. I don't even want to be in San Antonio, but I don't have anywhere else to go because I don't have the money to move, and I'm just basically trapped under fucking constant surveillance, neighborhood watch shit, CTV fucking survey everywhere I go. It's like constant fucking surveillance. So I just had to talk about that because it's very traumatizing. I have like such severe depression and anxiety and just trauma. It's like I just can't hardly fucking be in public anymore. I hate it. I go to the gym and that's about all I can fucking do, and they make that almost impossible for me because they're such fucking mean people that do this stalking shit. So it's horrible. It's not, I don't want to be alive. I mean, I'm not suicidal, but fuck life's a fucking burden. I've never enjoyed life. It's always been nothing but a goddamn fucking chore, a burden. I was taught to hate myself since a kid. Taught to just fucking hate myself. Hate who I am, hate my heritage, everything. Just, that's what I've been raised throughout my life. That's all I've ever known.